And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Let's Roleplay Fallout New Vegas. Part 52. In the last one, we helped the king with a dispute between NCR squatters and his gang with the distribution of food and violence between the kings and civilians. We've also agreed to take Rex, his cybernetic dog, who just so happens to have the Red Bull of Caesar emblazoned on his mechanical chassis, to a remote settlement up in the mountains called Jacobstown.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder damage
Hopefully.
away.
Now, as we've headed west, I hope to get into the mountains and hopefully to Jacobstown before the end of the day. However, that may not be possible. It's been a while since we've traveled with a full group, a companion and a follower. Hey, Private.
Morning. Is there something I can do for you?
See ya.
Bye.
Alright. Actually, we can cut through here. I'm sure you'll understand. Oh yeah. That's a ways out. Julie Farkas knows of the individual we're going to see. Dr. Henry. But she didn't mention if he was a member of the Followers of the Apocalypse or not. Which I find interesting. Speaking of, now that we're back on the road, let's see if there's any news. Not at the moment. What else? We've also gotten a one-time favor from the king. We can get onto the strip ourselves if we come through McCarran, which would get us past the initial bodyguards of the strip. I'm not sure. Now, this is not the first time we've been this way. Many, many moons ago, we were doing a job for the radio sergeant in Forlorn Hope. That led us to discover that Chief Hanlon was trying to give false reports and make a better case for abandoning the Mojave chapter. I was hoping we wouldn't have to revisit this area again. But Rex is worth it. Alright. We can afford a short little opportunity to catch our breath there. Now, we cleared this place out months ago. Looks like our work stuck. Nice. Now, straight back that way is Vault 22. Not a place I want to return to. But we've also got to watch out for cazadors. They like to call the area home. And I believe we've been attacked by Legion around here in the past.
The NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after all.
Hey there.
Howdy.
Oh yes, and we did find a locked Followers of the Apocalypse safe house up there. Not too dissimilar from our Ranger safe house that we've got access to. Which, on the way to Hidden Valley, would not be a bad place to visit. Especially if we're losing the light. You know, it wouldn't be bad to invest in a sniper rifle. I mean, that's got good magnification by itself. But still, it's only a carbine. Though usually that's Boone's area of expertise. Alright. We made good time. It's only been a few hours. Now, we have not gone past this little road, realistically.
The Caesar has marked you for death, and the Legion obeys. Ready yourself for battle.
Boy, you didn't think that through. Out here ahead of your people.
Beats wait until they shoot me first. I like this plan where you're the decoy. Beats wait until they shoot me first.
light shining in darkness. Absolutely. The All-American. Yes. The assault carbine. Okay. Katana. Yes. The laser RCW. Yeah, there we go. This doesn't look all that out there. The Brooks Tumbleweed Ranch. Whoa.
You want to buy Wind-Brahmin?
You mean the tumbleweeds?
Tumble what?
Oh, you've been out in the sun a bit, haven't you?
Crazy with low prices on Wind-Brahmin? You buy one.
How much?
All.
All of my caps?
They are very good, Wind-Brahmin. All caps.
No.
You not buy, then you die.
Thank you, Veronica. I haven't seen a nightkin since. This is the Repcon facility. Well, that's unfortunate. Certainly didn't have anything against them. Guess we'll check this house. Six of those caps. mean, I'm pretty good, but we can still take it. I'm starting to see things. Oh. Yeah. Into the road, literally. Nothing yet.
I like this.
Things tend to get complicated. Alright, Veronica, we've been up here before. You ever seen trees? If not, you're in for it. Alright, this seems like a pretty good place to take stock for a moment. Alright. Not too far away at all. Oh. Oh, Rex, watch out. Yep.
That's enough of that.
Good work. Surely they don't have a nest up here. That feels so good. Is this like a wrath that we don't know of? Oh my god. Oh, buddy. Oh, that's a good boy. Oh. acid est. But is this a route that we can use? I think. Oh. I think we just found a game changer. I can't even believe it. The great cons. We might as well make ourselves known. They may not appreciate what we did at Bitter Springs.
We're not moving as many chems now that the fiends have been taken out.
Diane's going nuts trying to find a new contact in the fiends now that Motor.
Oh, nah.
Huh?
Well, maybe this is where we come in.
Maybe I should write something about how much the great cons.
Yeah,
Fuck Benny. We'll make him pay for stabbing us in the back.
yeah, you will.
Fuck Benny. We'll make him pay for stabbing us in the back.
Red Rock Canyon, home of the cons.
A robot dog. Never seen one of those.
Oh, maybe we can rest up here before heading back up the mountain. wonder if Jessup's still here. Oh wow. Pre-war books. $7.59.
Yeah?
We're not moving as many kills now that the fiends have been taken out.
Excuse me.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub?
I'm Sam. And who are you?
You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Well then, let me educate you. I am the chief of the great Khans. The Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people.
Can you tell me about your people?
You want to hear the story of the great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory.
Maybe a short version?
In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here.
And how did the three families defeat you?
They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with the resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them.
And what happened at Bitter Springs?
When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down.
That doesn't sound like something the NCR would order. But it happened.
Oh, they claimed it was a miscommunication, but tell that to those who saw our families butchered. Tell it to the survivors who were banished here.
You're right. Let's talk about something else.
Typical. No reference for history in the younger generations.
I hope to speak again. Goodbye.
Farewell.
I haven't seen you before. What brings you to the Great Khans?
Who are you?
Name's Regis. I'm Papa Khan's advisor and right-hand man. I'm also the chief enforcer of the tribe's laws, so watch your behavior.
Tell me about Papa Khan.
Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had. He's kept us together through all of our hardships, ever since we left California. Bitter Springs changed him, though. He started to really hate the NCR after the massacre. And sometimes, I worry that's poisoned his mind.
Well, tell me about Bitter Springs.
I really don't like to talk about it. Let's just say it was a tragedy, and the NCR is to blame. And we'll leave it at that.
What do you mean about Papa's hatred poisoning his mind?
Nothing. Forget about it. I shouldn't be talking about this with an outsider.
Okay. What's your opinion of NCR in general?
That's a complicated question. They've done horrible things to our people, to be sure, and I've gladly killed many of their soldiers in battle. But I can't bring myself to hate them the way Papa does. Things would damn sure be better for us if they were in charge than Caesar.
So if you were in charge of the tribe, you'd fight with the NCR against Caesar?
I suppose if asked, I would. But that's a moot point, because Papa's in charge now, and he's not going anywhere.
I'll see ya.
Until next time.
And who are you?
I've been warned about you. You are perilously close to making an enemy of Caesar, and that is not wise.
Ah. And who are you?
My name is Carl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the great Khans as a token of our alliance.
What alliance?
In exchange for great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes.
And exactly what is your role in Caesar's Legion?
I am one of the Frumentari. It is my duty to scout the waste in Caesar's name and make contact with any tribes that might serve a useful purpose. You might say I'm somewhere between a scout and an ambassador. I'm assigned here as part of the alliance between the Legion and the Great Khans.
And what does the Legion want with the Great Khans?
Though they have been cruelly oppressed by the NCR, the Khans remain great warriors. The Legion is honored to have such allies in battle.
Allies, but not legionnaires? Okay. I had other questions.
Speak then.
Yeah. What do you think of the Great Khans?
They're a tribe of fine warriors with many proud traditions and a glorious history. They will be worthy additions to the Legion.
Oh, additions to the Legion, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That's very interesting. We should rest up and head out. It may prove useful to make friends where the NCR can't necessarily. I'll be sure to bring this up to anybody who cares and they care. Alright. We have at least an hour before daylight. That little route is going to be very useful avoiding all of this every time we need to get back here. And from here, we can make our way east here, or even scout a route to Good Springs. It'll be good. Hey!
Still got a bit of a walk ahead of us. Talk fast.
Yeah, sure. You're home, Jessup.
Yeah, go on.
I'll catch you later then.
Morning.
Alright, we'll go up this way. Try to go around. Hopefully the pass is still clear. traveling through Zion is kind of giving me an eye for paths. Oh, come on. That might be complicated.
We're not moving as many chems now that the fiends have been taken out.
Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. That is steep. Okay, so maybe it's a good route down. Oh, it's going to be a pain if we can't get back up. Well, okay. Here we go. Not really. Hey. There we go. Kind of a roundabout way to do it, but we did it. We should make better time going this way now. Whew. And as long as we can keep the Cazadors clear, we can keep out of the eye of the Legion. Though I'm not thrilled about Carl knowing that we've made an appearance. It's not good. Wait an hour, let them catch up. It's hard being a trailblazer. All right, nearly there. What was that? I'm hearing things. Oh good, we found the road. These mountains are snow-capped. All right. This must be the place. Jacobstown is full of super mutants. Think it was a raid? Okay.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here.
Oh. Are there any town rules I need to know about?
Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask.
Well, I'm looking for Dr. Henry.
Doc's inside the lodge.
Oh. Why do some of the super mutants here dislike the NCR?
A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Legion? That's another story.
What do you know about the Legion?
Caesar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Caesar, not Caesar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it.
And what makes the NCR too ambitious?
They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. Eventually. Did it out west, they'll do it here. They keep rolling over people. They'll regret it. That's how revolutions start.
Ooh. Well, is there anything else you can tell me about the NCR?
Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good for the most part.
I appreciate that. Do you have any dealings with Vegas?
Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the wasteland. Never been there myself. Doubt they'd let a mutant in. Amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away everything they've got in that town.
That's a good point of view, Marcus. Can we talk about something else?
All right.
What's wrong with the Nightkin exactly?
Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using. One of the reasons I settled Jacobstown was so they could be cured. While they're in town, the Nightkin aren't allowed to have stealth boys, so their craziness doesn't get worse. Trouble is, the Nightkin don't like being visible either. They don't take being exposed too well.
So you found a Jacobstown. I had some questions.
Such as?
Well, what's your history?
Was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old friend. Died a long time ago. I figured us mutants needed a place to call our own. Town's far enough away from humans so they don't bother us much. One of these days I'm hoping we can trade with the rest of the wasteland. No more fighting, just get along.
And what about you? I'd like to know about you.
Was part of a super mutant army. Ran a town, walked the wasteland with a tribal. Now I'm here.
Super mutant army?
Long story, so here's the short version. The Master created the super mutants and Nightkin. The Master thought he could unify everyone. No more differences, no more war. Didn't end well.
Okay. Oh, the Master, the super mutant army. I see. Well, okay, you were a mayor, you said.
Town was Broken Hills. Bunch of super mutants, humans, and ghouls all living together peacefully. Well, most of the time.
Doesn't sound so bad. Well, tell me more about the tribal.
We were looking for a Gek to save the village of Arroyo. Eventually, we did. Nuked an oil rig in the process. We went separate ways after that. I went east into the Rockies, looking for other mutants like myself. Don't know what happened to my friend. I've got a feeling it turned out all right in the end.
Well, that's good. Well, thank you, Marcus.
See you.
Wow. What a place. Jacobstown. There's one of those Nightkin. Alright, Rex, let's get you looked at, boy.
Another human. One was enough.
Oh.
Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
Who's the other human you mentioned?
Dr. Henry. He's one of you. Go speak with him instead of me.
Do you have a problem with the humans?
Humans are always staring at things. We Nightkin don't like being stared at. Is uncomfortable.
How does that make you different from some humans?
It is different. Right now, I'm trying very hard to remain civil, and you're not making it easy with your incessant questions.
I'm sorry. Why are the Nightkin here in Jacobstown?
The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds. Jacobstown was supposed to be a sanctuary, a place to find a cure. Instead, we wait and wait. I'm sick of waiting.
Well, while you're waiting, what do you do here?
I represent the Nightkin. Marcus may lead this town, but the Nightkin listen to what I have to say. Doesn't mean I don't respect Marcus for what he's trying to do. However, he doesn't truly understand the difficulties of being a Nightkin.
Well, I'll leave you alone, thank you.
Finally.
Whew. Hey! Mount Charleston. This is like the lodge over at Camp Golf. But that was Mr. House's. I wonder if there's a correlation. Hello? Excuse me? Oh, hey.
Someone finally put down that sick motor runner son of a bitch. Good riddance.
Would be me. You must be Dr. Henry.
I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research.
Well, what are you working on?
The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet.
Okay. Do stealth boys hurt humans?
It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negatively affected. Its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin.
Why are you helping the Nightkin?
Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning. I'd like to get one more grand accomplishment done.
Why is the Stealth Boy Mark II riskier?
The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject, and Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker mutation first.
That makes sense. I'd like to help, but I need to talk to you about something else first.
If we must.
Something's wrong with my cyber dog. I was told to come to you.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them.
Gibson. Old Lady Gibson. Okay, good idea, Dr. Henry. I am surprised to find another human here.
I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super mutants around tends to keep things safe and quiet.
And you're a scientist?
Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave.
You were with the Enclave?
Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after.
The same oil rig Marcus was talking about? his friend, Arroyo. I remember some old stories, crazy stories, about a vault dweller, or a descendant of one. Anyway, you were talking about canine neuroscience?
Cyberdogs and the like. It's not a field I work in much anymore.
Ah, okay. Well, if you're going to help me with Rex, I could look into the source of the Night Stalker mutation for you.
Thank you. I strongly suspect that the source of the mutation is artificial, but the super mutants found nothing. Your fresh eyes may do better. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would enjoy a little revenge.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Lily. I don't know a Lily. Oh, hello.
Huh. I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Nice to meet you. I'm Calamity.
Well, you have an interesting name.
Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so just to keep things interesting. I picked Calamity this time because it sounded nice. Never really done much science stuff till now. I'm pretty good at it. Or so Dr. Henry tells me.
Well, what do you do here?
Most of the time, I'm Dr. Henry's research assistant. We're looking into ways to cure the, I'm also handy with tools. Once in a while I venture down into the valley to trade the bighorner hides and meat for supplies.
Okay. Well, does anyone other than super mutants come up this way?
Prospectors looking for salvage, usually. They always run when they see the mutants. The great Khans come this way once in a while, but they keep their distance. I think they're mostly keeping an eye on us.
So that back route is not something exclusive to me. Okay. Do you have anything for sale?
All right.
Yeah. I don't use a lot of this. Thank you.
Another satisfied customer.
You have a good day, Calamity.
Bye.
Has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Okay. Asking Lily for help. Well, she does know the area better. Veronica.
What's up?
Why don't you head back to the trade post? We'll meet there when I'm ready to join you in Hidden Valley.
Why does everyone always say that?
I just think we should right now. I'm gonna help out here, get Rex patched up, and then I'll come find you.
Okay, then I guess I'll be back at the 188. Maybe digging in some dirt for scrap metal or something.
I hope she'll be okay. Excuse me.
Jimmy? Little Jimmy? My, how you're grown up. So good of you to come visit your grandma.
I'm sorry, who's Jimmy?
Oh, Jimmy, don't you go being silly now. Come over here and give your grandma some sugar.
Lily, I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oh, of course I have, dearie. How silly of me. I didn't take my medicine yet today. How can I help you?
Well, what do you do in Jacobstown?
I watch over the bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures, but sometimes they get ornery, just like my grandkids.
Well, I'm helping Dr. Henry look into the Night Stalker mutation. Would you like to come with me?
Ooh, those Night Stalkers, always killing my bighorners. It'll be nice to give them a piece of my mind.
Stealth Girl. While Lily is a companion, the duration of Stealth Boys is increased by 200%, and all sneak attack critical hits do an additional 10% damage. Wow.
Hello again, dear.
Hello. I had some questions.
Such a curious little munchkin, aren't you? What do you want to know?
Well, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh, someone wants to hear Grandma's stories. What would you like to hear, Pumpkin?
Where did you come from?
I grew up in Vault 17. I never even saw the sun until I was 75 years old. That was when super mutants raided the vault and carried a lot of us off. Yes, Leo, I'm getting to that part. They made me one of them, and they put me to work in an army that was going to conquer California.
You were a soldier.
A spy. Sometimes an assassin. I killed a lot of folks for the Master. Yes, Leo, you helped too.
And who was the Master?
Oh, he was a nasty man, dearie. You don't want to know about him. He was the one who made that super mutant army I told you about.
Okay, I had other questions.
What do you need, sugar?
Actually, let's just head on up to the cave.
Talk to you soon, dear.
Okay. We're working on it, Rex. I promise. Alright, that's going to be a good place to end the episode for today. When we come back, we'll investigate the Night Stalker mutation for Dr. Henry, so that he's not distracted when he's working on our boy Rex. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope that you're enjoying the adventure. And if you are, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. And until next time, when we come back with Sam, Rex, and Grandma Lily, keep telling stories.